Hello, everyone. Welcome to Classic Sitcom Salon and to a lot of patterns and a lot of tweed. My name is Wayne Henry. I'm your host of all these things, and I have my friends are waiting backstage. I always grab a bunch of multi-hyphenate performers, really, improv, music, acting, all that stuff. So tonight it's just a small group of us, and we are doing this is in tribute to Bob Eucker, who we recently lost, pardon the glare, to Bob Eucker, who is passed on. So we want to do a tribute to him. So we are going to read the pilot episode of Mr. Belvedere, which is just a lot of fun. And, you know, the sweet spot of what we do with these classic sitcoms. So tonight we have Evan, we have Matt, we have Brad, and they're all going to play different parts in this. And I have cast myself as Lynn Belvedere. Thank you, himself. But again, we always love the trivia in the posts. And excuse me. If you have any trivia, please put it in the comments, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it on the replay. And we will try to talk about some trivia after we do this reading. So we always do this, a cold reading of these sitcoms. You'll see we're pretty costumed, but we haven't rehearsed anything otherwise. And we like to keep it that way. So it could be kind of raw at times, but that's what we like to do. So I don't think there's much more I can say except for, well, I think Kayla just said it all. This can only be incredible. We are doing one of the classics, one of the 80s classics, Mr. Belvedere. So this is the pilot episode where he arrives on the doorstep. I don't know if there's much more you got to know about that, Mary Poppins. And there you go. All right, so I think we need to get started. We're doing this one for the uke, as I said. So we take you now to the Owens residence. Pardon my failing virtual background. Heather is on the phone.
No, I didn't say that. Of course I like you, Billy. I like you a lot. It's just there's no place for us to be alone. They are? Your parents are going to be gone all weekend? Oh, that's great. Oh my God, that's so great. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
right.
hungry. Mom said if she's not home by 4, you're supposed to start dinner.
I'm on the phone. Do you mind?
Fine. I'll just turn up the volume on your headset.
Ouch! Wesley, are you trying to bust my eardrums?
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Hello.
Kevin, would you be a champ with the casserole in the oven?
Hey, Heather. Mom doesn't want Kevin near the appliances.
Hey, that incident with the microwave was months ago.
We almost had a meltdown.
Hi, kids. Heather, get off that phone and start dinner.
One more minute, Mom. Just one more minute.
Heather, we've been through this.
All right. Call me later. Hi, Mom.
Hi. How was everybody's day? It was all right. So, how was college, Mom?
Yeah, you a lawyer yet?
No, honey, not for a few more years.
I don't think we'll last that long.
I know things are a little crazy around here. We're trying to get some help. And you kids, you can do a little extra.
Mom, I'm gonna go feed my hamster now, okay?
Oh, that's fine, honey.
I'm taking pretty good care of Inky, huh?
Yes, he's a very lucky hamster. Heather, anyone call from that domestic agency?
Not on that phone.
I don't have my own.
Heather,
Everything is my fault.
Mom, Kevin, I'm proud of you, Mom. Well, I'm proud of you too, son. No, you're not. Here's my report card. Oh, Kevin, 5 D's and a C. What happened? I don't know. I mean, you've never been a straight A student, and that's okay. But you've always managed to get at least 1 B, maybe even 2 B's, or not 2 B's. Well, I hope you get that out of your system, young man, because your father is going to be absolutely furious. Do you think so? I mean, do you think so?
Bing bong. Is this the Owens residence?
Uh-huh.
I take it you're one of them?
Uh-huh.
Is there someone here who speaks English?
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Belvedere. Are you Mrs. Owens?
Uh-huh.
And the family consists of you, 1 husband, and 3 children?
Yes.
Nothing in the oven?
What?
That should be just fine. Congratulations, Mrs. Owens. I'm your new housekeeper. Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when they drop kick your jacket as it came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one's spared. All hands look out below. Whoa, whoa, there's a change in the status. Whoa, 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 gonna need all the help that you can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet. Ba-lip-a-pew, ba-lip-a-pew, pew, 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 pew. Bang.
Pardon me,
Oh,
Mr.
that's just my little theme song. Belvedere. Lynn Belvedere. Oh,
Name. Lynn? Ha! That's a girl's name.
Wesley.
Wesley. A difficult birth, I take it.
Mr. Belvedere, did the agency send you over?
Is there something wrong?
Oh, no. It's just that I wasn't expecting someone like you.
No one ever expects someone like me.
Well, regardless, before I hire anybody, I have to make sure that they have certain qualifications.
Yes.
I mean, do you know anything about cooking?
Cooking. Isn't that where you put raw things over fire until they get hot and you eat them? Yes, I've done that.
Good.
I assume you want references?
Yes, of course. I take it that's the Winston Churchill?
Yes, ma'am.
But I can't call him. This is all fine, but there's house cleaning and laundry, and what about the children?
Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, they can stay, providing they behave themselves.
Wow.
Well, I'm very sorry, but I can't make a decision until my husband comes home.
I can wait.
And I really don't know when that's going to be. Oh, Mom, he'll be home in like 20 minutes. Thank you, Kevin. Mr. Belvedere, I have to see to dinner and my homework. So why don't you just sit down and make yourself comfortable?
Where?
Kids, how many times have I told you that the couch is not a closet. Now, take these things upstairs and do something with them. Mr. Belvedere, can I get you something?
Oh, no. This popcorn I found between the cushions will do nicely.
That's boiling over.
Oh, thank you. Oh, some Billy called?
I was here.
Well, he said something about needing an answer.
He's he's in my algebra class and he needs a lot of answers. He's stupid.
Really?
Hey, what are you doing?
Just straightening up a bit.
Yeah, well, we don't go in for that sort of stuff around here.
Oh,
So, you didn't find anything, did you?
such as
Nothing. I mean, I just lost Inky's ball.
Inky. Is he the black sheep of the family?
No, he's a hamster. I'm taking real good care.
Bravo.
Yeah, because if I show how I can be responsible, they said I can have a dog, a real pet.
I had a mongoose once. Had to get rid of him. My friends couldn't bring their cobras over.
Mom!
I'm home. Hey, where's my my big boy kiss?
I haven't even been hired yet.
Who are you?
Belvedere. Thin Belvedere.
I'm George.
You're late, George.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
Have you met Mr. Belvedere yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he's applied to be our housekeeper.
that's funny.
Well,
Marcia?
I told him that I couldn't make a decision until we both had a chance to discuss it today.
Oh, good. Not today. Thing is, my wife and I are looking for somebody a little a little more
Mediocre.
yeah, that's right. Mediocre.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, them's the breaks, Mr.
Yep.
Belvedere.
Them sure is. Please say goodbye to the children for me.
I will.
I hope you find someone more to your liking.
Careful you don't freeze your buns out there.
I'll remember that.
Yes, and I hope you have a warm coat in the car.
I'm afraid I don't.
You don't have a coat?
I don't have a car. Public transportation deposited me at your charming shopping mall. I ambled the remainder of the distance.
What? But it's 5 miles from here.
Well, so long, Mr. Belvedere.
Goodbye.
George, you just can't let him go like that.
Oh, Marcia, he'll be fine.
No, he'll freeze out there.
He might make somebody a nice lawn ornament.
Just go get him, okay?
All right.
So, do we dress for dinner?
Oh, George, Mr. Belvedere and I were just discussing entrapment.
Great. speaking of which, it's still snowing outside.
Well, how is everybody's dinner?
Very distinctive casserole, Miss Owens.
Yeah, it's tuna. Really pretty good, huh?
It's delicious. And whose idea was it to put the crushed potato chips on top?
This guy, mine.
Oh, out of marshmallows?
I'm gonna check the weather again. Can I be excused?
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go feed my hamster now.
Yeah, just clear the table first and finish your milk.
Perhaps I'll check the weather.
Don't bother. It's still a blizzard out there.
Oh dear.
Well, I guess I better go make up the guest room. Looks like you'll be spending the night.
I certainly hate to impose.
Force yourself.
Dad?
Yeah, buddy. What's up?
It's my grades. Here's my report card.
I don't believe this. This is absolutely the worst report card you've ever brought into this house.
I know.
D in wood shop? I'm in construction. How the hell do you expect to get into college with grades like these? You want to go through what I went through? Breaking your back trying to get somewhere?
No, sir.
Well, you better straighten up, Junior, or one day you'll wake up on the wrong end of a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, so I guess this kind of blows our deal, huh?
What deal?
Our deal. You said if I kept my grades up, I could get my driver's license.
Oh, right. Well, you certainly don't deserve it.
I certainly don't.
But with your mother at school and me so busy right now, we're going to need someone to drive.
What?
So you can get your license, just get those grades up. You hear me?
Happy motoring.
Hey, Inky. Inky? Inky?
I haven't been called Inky in. Can I help you?
Is that you, Mr. Belvedere?
Yes, Wesley.
Hey, what you doing?
Just a little relaxation technique I learned from a Himalayan yogi.
All right, boo-boo.
Regardless, I take it Master Inky is among the missing?
Yeah. So?
So did he escape just now?
Well, not just now.
Today?
No.
Since the last autumnal equinox?
He's been gone for 3 weeks.
I see. Then who's been eating all that lettuce?
I have. It's been a nightmare. Pretending to feed him, pretending to play with him. I even took an empty box to school one day for show and tell.
Yes, living a lie can be exhausting.
I'm just scared Dad's gonna find him dead in his shoe, or in his shorts, or where he hides his Playboys or something. I'm never gonna get a dog.
Well, Wesley, I think if you tell your parents what happened, what you've been through, I feel certain they'll understand.
And get me a dog?
Well, no, but they're overrated anyway. Now, Scoot. Kicked him out of his own house.
Well, I guess I could tell them I'm going to the mall with Angela. Hey, maybe there's the 3 of us could go. You know, like see a movie or something. I'm not chickening out. I want to be alone with you. Yeah, See you tomorrow, Billy.
Rates cheaper after midnight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Mr. Belvedere. I just I was on the call with my friend.
None of my business.
Right. Well, good night.
Be careful.
Huh?
Going upstairs, getting into bed. Be careful. It can be treacherous in the dark.
Yeah. Sure.
Ah, that sound must be Kevin. Kevin?
Oh, hello, Mr. Belvedere. Nice to see you. Everything all right?
Yes, fine, but you're in a car. You going my way?
Yeah, come on in.
Well, getting acquainted with the feel of the wheel?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You must be looking quite forward to the open road.
Boy, and how?
Well, I'm sure you'll make a fine driver.
No, I won't. I mean, I can't even leave a room without bumping into something. How am I supposed to drive a car? I'm going to run over a nun. I just know it.
Kevin, that's ridiculous.
I can't drive.
Kevin, what's the problem?
I told you.
You can master this machine.
No, I can't.
It must be something else.
No, it mustn't.
Kevin, why won't you drive?
Because it doesn't stop there. I mean, I get my license, and the next thing you know, I'm buying gas.
True.
I mean, you heard my father get all these new responsibilities. Before I know it, I'll be married, 3 kids, a second mortgage, and talking to some insurance guy about long-term versus whole life.
Bit of a brooding lad, aren't we?
I just don't want to grow up.
Well, neither do I, but I've pretty much reconciled myself to it.
Really?
Just between you and me, I still allow myself 15 minutes of childish behavior every day, whether I need it or not.
Oh, yeah?
Roadrunner cartoons. Meet me.
I guess I did get a little bit carried away, huh?
Little. By the way, contrary to popular belief, bad grades don't necessarily stunt your growth.
No. My grades weren't so bad. I forged my report card. I changed all my B's to D's, except that one in shop class. That was authentic.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night, Mr. Belvedere. Oh, thanks for the lift.
Ah. Good morning.
Morning. What's all this?
It's called breakfast. Just my way of thanking you for your family's hospitality.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, what smells so good? Oh, it's you.
Good morning, George. Sleep well?
Like a log.
No kidding. Bacon and biscuits are in the warmer. Scotch eggs are in the oven. Should be ready in about 5 minutes. Good morning, children. Good morning, Wesley.
Morning.
Good
Mom,
morning, Mom and Dad.
Morning,
Good morning,
Mr.
Mr.
Belvedere.
Belvedere.
Good morning, children. Good morning, Wesley.
What's going on, Mr. Belvedere?
Actually, I'm hitting the road now.
No, where are you going?
I'm not sure, but I've always wanted to see Terre Haute. Don't ask me why. Well, be good, everyone.
Look, Belvedere. It's nothing personal, okay? It's just with the two of us gone so much, we need more than just someone to cook and clean.
I mean, We need someone who can relate to the kids.
Yes, I certainly see your point. Oh, by the way, Kevin has changed his grades downward. I'd ask him why. Heather doesn't want to go all the way to Billy's house. And Wesley, I think Wesley would prefer the dog to this rather dusty but durable creature.
Inky!
Thank you for sharing him with me, Wesley. That's a reference to trading gerbils. Well, goodbye.
Mr. Belvedere! Mr. Belvedere!
What? Did I miss something?
I think we both did.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, you can't leave. It's gonna start snowing any minute.
Wesley, it's perfectly beautiful outside.
It's always like that before the acid rain starts.
Wesley,
You can't let him leave.
your father has made his decision.
What? Hey.
Actually, it does look a little bit hazardous out there in a clear sort of way. George, maybe Mr. Belvedere should wait here until we're sure it's safe.
Yeah. Fine. I don't care. So, you want to stay or what?
Wesley, my bag.
Yeah, I'll take it upstairs.
Well, breakfast must be ready by now. Mr. Belvedere, would you care to join us?
Thank you.
Are you sure you made enough Scotch eggs?
Oddly enough, I made one extra.
Just one?
Heard that.
Oh, George.
Well, it's best I do a bit of journaling. An American Journey. The Odyssey continues. I find fate has deposited me with the Owens family, a somewhat provincial household in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. Although the individual members seem well attentioned enough, they do seem a bit out of touch with one another. But with a certain amount of patience and direction, I'm sure I can whip them into shape. Even George. They're damn lucky to have me. That was me, everyone.
Bravo.
Thank you guys.
Bravo.
Thank you for reading
Thanks,
that
so everyone.
with me. That was lovely. Thank you. And this was in tribute to Bob Eucker. I don't know. Do you have any Bob Eucker trivia? I'm looking at you, George Heather.
You know, from a trivia standpoint, I just remember watching. You know, there was when he passed. You know, because a friend of mine worked with him in baseball. You know, with the Milwaukee Brewers, and just the stories he had, and you know, the fact that he was in that beer commercial, like best seat in the house.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that one where he ends up in the last row and he's still like best seat. You know, he's like, oh, best seat in the house, and they keep sending him further up, and he's literally in the last row, and that became like a famous seat in the Brewers Stadium.
Yeah,
people would take pictures at front row. You know, but I don't have any. He's the best. I mean, Major League is all you need to know. The movie Major League is just like,
he's a funny guy.
Oh my god.
Also, I don't know if there's any pro wrestling fans, but he was amazing in WrestleMania 3.
Well,
And
what did he do in WrestleMania 3?
He was just like, he was the guest ring announcer, but he and Mary Hart were the two like guest celebrities, and they were the first celebrities that like got it. Like they each could have had careers in wrestling, like they just got it. And so he was hysterical, and then they had him back the next year too.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, he was the guest ring announcer, but he really he totally fit it and did some like ring announcing with them during the show and stuff like that.
It's amazing for being a baseball player, like a Major League Baseball player, and like all of that took a back seat to everything he did. You know,
Yeah. But he's known for like not as much baseball accomplishments, but just what it
no, but he would just joke about it. I think there was some number of how many
worst hitters ever.
Yeah, he was on Carson, like it was Johnny Carson or Ed McMahon nicknamed him like, is it Mr. Baseball, and like he had a insane number of appearances on Carson, and just
yeah.
I mean, what athlete?
I mean, he just had such a great attitude about
oh God, his
bad
personality.
he was.
Yeah,
He's totally
most self-deprecating.
Yeah,
and lighthearted about it.
He won the Geniality Award.
His one-liners could fill like a book. And actually, he was still broadcasting baseball like last year.
Oh, really?
Actually, the Mets beat the Brewers in the playoffs to end their season. They were like, the Brewers were like 1 out away or something, and the Mets hit a home run, and that changed the game, and they won. And I remember the Mets broadcasters had said that like the Brewers radio booth, when they went to say goodbye, they were like inconsolable, and it was like, oh, they must have. I think they knew that was probably it, because Bob had he had cancer and it wasn't public, so I think they knew that was probably it.
Yeah.
And then here we are, all these months, these few months later.
Right.
But,
do you know, or anyone watching know, like, did he have an acting career before Mr. Belvedere, or was that just like?
I'd have to look that up. I don't know. Because what year was this pilot?
85.
85.
March 85. I don't remember him being in anything before that. I don't know if he was already announcing games. Like he was like, he probably was. He was probably already like a local celebrity.
Right. And they put him now in this pilot. He says he's in construction, but he actually does he become a sportscaster, or they just change that? Like, I don't know if he actually had a career change, or the writers one day were just like, let's just make him a sportscaster.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Ralph Malph situation where the parents just changing jobs all the time to fit the script.
Yeah. And so I wasn't sure if he had always done that, but
according to Wikipedia, he hosted Saturday Night Live in '84.
So he must have had some sort of a career before Mr. Belvedere, because that's before it aired.
Are you guys watching the SNL 50 stuff?
I watched part of it.
I watched Saturday night, the Saturday like 50th special live as it happened, but all the other stuff I got to go back and watch. I don't know, to see Eddie Murphy and Bill Murray back. I mean, those guys just
Yeah. Well, I was thinking because it would be interesting to see what the 84 cast is that he hosted. Whether it was that was sort of a year where it could have been like the Phil Hartman and Jan Hooks and Dana Carvey, or it could have been like cast right before that.
Or it could have been the Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Robert Downey Jr., Michael Anthony Hall.
Right.
That interim.
Did you? Right.
It was the 10th season. Yeah, it was Billy Crystal, Martin Short. It was the 10th season.
Okay. The in the SNL series, they refer to an episode in that time when Robert Downey Jr. was on and stuff, where Francis Ford Coppola directed the episode, and they had that be part of the like a recurring storyline, and George Wendt was the host. So it made me go watch it, basically.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see an episode of SNL that had like a backstage storyline going on.
Yeah, they don't that so often.
Were those documentaries worth watching? Some of them?
Yeah, it's a like a docu-series.
Okay.
So
did you watch the movie about the first show?
No.
Who directed it? Reitman? Was it Jason Reitman, or I guess it's the hour leading up to the first show.
Yes. Yeah.
But,
I think Jane. No. Sorry, my brain goes to mush after we do these things. Lorraine Newman had said that she thought it captured not the facts, but captured the energy and the feel of it. And then there was like Chevy Chase or something who was like totally panned it. Switching topics, all transitions aside, Evan, are you still up for the Odd Couple next?
Yeah, I think I have to put all of the cues in to make it make sense. But I think it works for a month that we have a cast this size, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Count me in.
I'm gonna.
Nice. It's a fun episode. It's Oscar's mother, or Felix's Oscar's mother comes to visit, and he's never. It's like what, the third? It's a few seasons in, and he still hasn't told her that he's divorced.
So he has to convince his ex-wife to move back into the apartment temporarily, so that she doesn't go crazy eating chocolates in despair over the end of the marriage.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a fun episode. It has some nice, like when they talk about going out in the town, it has some like nice New York-y references too, which is fun.
Yeah, I went back and watched a boatload of episodes. Ever since I discovered this Pluto TV thing, I'm going back and watching all these old sitcoms. I hadn't ever seen this.
Pluto's amazing. It is another network. I don't know if we're allowed to mention other networks, but Pluto has some amazing stuff. I also really liked the Odd Couple episode about the tax. He gets called by the IRS.
Yeah.
About his tax return. It's the same situation as the Honeymooners, actually, where it's just like you go through this whole thing and he's panicking the whole time, and then it turns out he never signed. He just forgot to sign it. But then it has a little twist at the end.
Have you done the Odd Couple yet?
Huh?
Has the Odd Couple been done on Sitcom Salon yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh wow,
which is strange.
Yeah. How many? What number episode is this? Like how many have there been? Have you kept track?
Oh, the network brought us a cake tonight for our 100. I don't know because we've been doing this for years now.
Right. It's
and we were doing
transitioned.
It weekly at first.
Weekly, wow.
We were doing it weekly. That was deep pandemic.
This was a pandemic baby, right?
Yeah, and on a different app, and then we switched to monthly, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So we've been doing this a while.
Is that when you came up with these during the pandemic? That's when you created this whole night.
Yeah. I was looking for sort of like short content to read, and it was an easy, it was kind of a thing where everyone could just kind of, I just sort of understudied everybody in case something came up, and then like whoever was free did it. But yeah, it was fun. It had much more of a chat room thing going on. But yeah, so I think so we do this third Thursday. I think is it following the 18th again? Third Tuesday. I'm so sorry. We do this the third Tuesday.
Yeah, it would be the 18th, I think. Yeah.
So March 18th is one.
Oh, the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, with a non-St. Patrick's Day episode. I love Marsha, by the way.
Yeah, she still retained her girlish figure after all these years. She's still a size 2T.
God bless her. God bless her.
Good for you, Marsha. Good for you.
So I had to do a little bit of repair. This is actually the same puppet from last time, but
thought so.
The glasses were in bad shape, so I took them off, and I went and bought a kit with lots of different eyes until I found the ones that looked the right size for this. But surprise, George.
Whoa.
Me.
Wow, that was I wasn't ready for that dramatic moment. That reveal was eye-opening.
That's literally what Marsha did after every episode. Just took off her wig. She's still out there. She does like cabaret. I think she teaches cabaret as well.
What about the kids?
Are they in? I don't know that they're in show business at all.
I saw a little bit of a pandemic reunion of the
Yes,
surviving cast. I watched some of that, and it doesn't seem like any of them are. I think that the
right.
kid Wesley was kind of on the other side of the camera for a while,
That's what I was thinking.
but
Yeah.
I don't think any of them really acted very much, and they were good. These kids were pretty natural. I kind of liked this show, and I always liked Valerie's Family. I thought the kids on both of those shows were
Yes.
very real.
So
Yeah.
can we do Valerie's Family, the Hogan family again soon?
Yeah. We did that one. Yeah. We did the
I
we did
remember
an
we did
episode where Mrs. Poole
Yeah, that one I remember too.
works for the we did like one of the Sandy episodes. It's when
Mhm.
we did like a Jason Bateman night.
When she was her secretary, yes, when she
Yeah.
was her secretary.
Oh wait, we did that whole episode and then we did a separate thing when we had
Yeah, I think the only part we didn't have was the Willie and Mark sections we cut out. But I
Yeah.
remember Ashley was Dave, I was Mike,
Sally was
Eben was Sandy, Sally was Miss Poole.
that's right. That's a good one too. So
One of my favorites we did.
but I think we've done it, folks. I think we've done it. And we're going to do it again March 18th, 8:30 Eastern time as we just go live, ready or not. And thank you for joining this. And again, if you have any TV trivia, Belvedere trivia, Bob Eucker, Mr. Baseball trivia, feel free to throw it in the comments. And also do the liking and the subscribing and the sharing and the caring.
And when
Right.
you didn't take the open invitation to do the link between the Valerie's Family and Mr. Belvedere and your entree into the action.
Oh, yeah.
I was setting you up.
Oh, so sorry. We were this is now the after show, everyone. We were we were talking that I had seen Mr. Belvedere, the actor Christopher Hewitt, who's Mr. Belvedere. He was he's hilarious in The Producers. He's the director in The Producers where he's like, be brutal, be brutal. But I had first seen him on the Broadway national tour of Peter Pan. He was Captain Hook and Sandy Duncan was Peter Pan. And she was probably pregnant when she was flying around half the time. I think she was. But he really, I thought that the Captain Hook role, him playing it, was just like the most fun I could imagine. And it tricked me into a life of doing this stuff.
So interesting.
I thought it was, so I wanted to be an actor after that because I thought that was the most fun.
So Mr. Belvedere was your initial inspiration. Well, not Mr. Belvedere, but Christopher Hewitt himself.
My gateway actor.
I love it.
You've done him proud today.
I know.
Beyond.
I had the choice of him and Sandy Duncan, and I went with him.
The accent was perfect.
Oh,
Great job.
thank you, George. All right, so we will see you same bat time and same bat channel
Sure.
for the Odd Couple next month.
All right.
You all are great.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everyone.
organizing.
I love everyone's Harris tweed.
It's. I mean, I might use this for my background going forward for all Zooms.
We're the best dressed stream.